Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you to Scottsdale, Arizona, Saguaro High School, the site of the 2025 Offertunity Bowl. We're coming to you live here on the Epic Sports Network. James Poovey alongside my broadcast partner, Mr. Ed Cole. Ed, great to see you back here, my friend. We're excited for this ball game. This should be a fun one. And we got two teams going at it today. One team comprised of California athletes, and then we have another homegrown team here put together with a lot of outstanding Arizona talent as well.
I love it that Arizona and California can come together for a outstanding football game here in Scottsdale, Arizona at the home of the SaberCats. We're going to have a good time calling the football game, and we're going to see a lot of great talent out here, folks. So talent that may have been overlooked, or some coaches or some schools across the country, some scouts may be looking for talented young men like this that you're going to see over the next couple of hours. They get one more chance for these schools and these coaches and these scouts to check them out.
Yeah, it's a great opportunity for them to have one more chance to get noticed. A lot of these guys, most of these guys are seniors actually. This is open as well to juniors, but this is mostly comprised of seniors, and we got a lot of outstanding players out here today coming in from California. A lot of guys have made their way out here. The California team is on the field right now getting warmed up. We are, about 5 minutes away from our coin toss, and our kickoff is set to take place right about 10 minutes after the hour. We have our honorary captain on hand today, the Dean of Arizona High School Sports, Mr. Kevin McCabe is down there on the sideline. He will be our honorary captain for today, and I believe he'll be participating in the coin toss.
That is awesome. The Dean of High School Sports, Kevin McCabe, I love that man. He's so great. What he's done for the sport of football, and then high school football, of course, it cannot be measured.
Guys and gals, we want to encourage you to make sure and check into the YouTube comments there and give us who you're cheering for today, and also let us know where you're watching the ball game from today. We know there's a lot of people out there in California checking this one out. You've got some kids or family involved in this game here today. We appreciate you tuning in, and we hope you enjoy the game as much as we're going to enjoy bringing it to you today. So make sure and get in there and let us know who you're cheering from, and also let us know where you're watching today's ball game from. We'd love to give you a shout out.
And JP, isn't it just all about giving these young men their shine? It's all about them today. You know,
it really is.
Just spend a couple of hours highlighting these young men, and again, hopefully some coaches and some scouts can see online, or the coaches or scouts that are here, they can see these young men and give them a shot that they may not have normally gotten.
Yes, there's a lot of college coaches in attendance here today as well, so it's going to be a fantastic afternoon of high school football. One more chance for these young men to come out here and compete as high school athletes and get noticed and hopefully play football at the next level. We'll step aside, take a brief commercial timeout, and return for the coin toss and the kickoff of the 2025 Offertunity Bowl right here live on the Epic Sports Network. Stay with us. We'll be back to Scottsdale, Arizona. We welcome you back to Scottsdale, Arizona, the 2025 Offertunity Bowl on the air right here on the Epic Sports Network. We appreciate you tuning in. Special thanks to the organizer of this event, Coach Jim Camarino, former coach here at Saguaro High School, and he's put this together to give these guys one last opportunity to come out here and compete. And Ed, we are seconds away from our coin toss.
And JP, how great was it for you and I to catch up with Coach earlier this week to promote the Offertunity Bowl? He was a great gentleman, great ambassador for this sport and for this bowl game, which is in its second year.
We're going to turn it over to our public address announcer, Mr. Tim O'Shea.
Brought to you by the Minority Football Coaches Network and the AIGA Foundation. At this time, we ask that you please rise as we honor America with our national anthem.
We welcome you back here to Scottsdale, Arizona, the 2025 Offertunity Bowl on the air right here on the Epic Sports Network. The captains are ready to take the field. Ed, there is so much talent out here on this football field today, and we are extremely excited to bring this game to you. And we got 3 number 7s across there.
Yeah.
The captains for the California team, Caleb Pacheco, a 6'1", 170-pound quarterback out of Don Lugo, home of the Conquistadors. Max Barroso, a quarterback from Chino High, the home of the Cowboys, stands 6 foot, 170 pounds. Robert Rodriguez, a 5'9", 175-pound linebacker from the Sierra Vista Dons. And looks like they actually have 4 number 7s listed, Ed.
Referees for today's game.
JoJo
Referee
Edwards out
Tracy
of Centennial
Hernandez.
High School in Corona,
Umpire
California.
Ken Adams. Line judge Sam Radford. Field judge Marquise Johnson. Head linesman Drew McDonald. Side judge Rich Davis. And back judge Spencer Shockness.
So the Arizona team has won the coin toss. They have deferred to half number 2, and so we'll get to see the California team on offense first here today in the Offertunity Bowl.
And folks, here's the interesting thing: there's 4 number 7s, but 2 of them are quarterbacks. So follow along. So whoever is wearing the black helmet, that is Caleb Pacheco, the young man from Don Lugo High, 6'1", 170-pound quarterback. So the young man in the black helmet, for the blue helmet, it'll be Max Barroso, the young man from Chino High School. He is 6 foot, 170-pound quarterback. So there will be there's 4 number 7s, 2 quarterbacks, and there's 3 number 9s, JP? 2 number 13s.
Yes, we got a few duplicates on the roster
Yeah.
here, but we'll work our way through it as we go throughout the afternoon here. You talk about Caleb Pacheco, this young man, 2,762 yards, 27 touchdowns on the 2024 season. Also ran for 126 yards on the ground along with 2 touchdowns. And Max Barroso also knows how to get it done from the quarterback position. 1,266 yards, 13 touchdowns, and ran for 342 yards and 5 touchdowns on the ground, Ed.
So basically what you're saying is these young men can sling the football and they can run the football at the same time.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Yes.
We're about ready to go here. The California team is setting up to receive the kickoff. And we are about underway here. So glad you joined us on the Epic Sports Network right here on YouTube. We've said it a few times. This might be our final high school event of the season, but here we are back for a little bit more. And the crew is out here with us as well. Ms. Sonia Tellez producing for us today. Our audio engineer is Mr. Stephen Moore. Jamal Gumo is running our main camera. And my son Brecken is doing our score bug this afternoon here for the 2025 Offertunity Bowl. We're about ready to roll here from Scottsdale, Arizona. Saguaro High School, the site of today's ball game. And Ed, we couldn't have ordered up better weather for a football game in January.
Oh, you sure not. You sure couldn't have. We've got a DJ down there. We've got a good crowd here. And we're going to get some good football. You're going to see some really great talent from Arizona and California, respectively.
So we are about ready to roll here. 2:06 local time. We hope you're ready for the action coming your way tomorrow as it's Championship Sunday, Ed, in the NFL. 2 really good games. I'm excited for both those, starting, I believe, at 1 p.m. tomorrow here local time.
Me too. I'm excited. I want to see what my Washington Commanders can do tomorrow against the Philadelphia
that's right.
Eagles. If they win, it'll be their first trip to the Super Bowl since 1991.
91?
That's the last time we went to the Super Bowl.
When Doug Williams was the quarterback.
That's right.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
And, of course, you've got the Bills and the Chiefs, which will be a fantastic game on Sunday night.
That should be a
Sonia's
knockdown, drag-out fight right there. And
you say go Chiefs?
I have to say go Bills, even though Sonia's wearing her all red today, obviously in support of the Kansas City Chiefs. But that's all right. We'll deal with it here as much as we have to here in the booth.
But is this Josh Allen's year to knock off Patrick and get to the Super Bowl?
It very well could be. It very well could be. This is the time to strike and do it if you're going to do it. But they got to do it in Arrowhead, which is also proves to be very challenging, as you well know.
Yeah, Josh and the Bills have to be as perfect as they can tomorrow, Steve, because you know Patrick is going to do some magical things tomorrow evening.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting for sure. We're going to take a brief commercial timeout and return for more of the 2025 Offertunity Bowl. Stay with us. We'll be back with the kickoff right after the break. We welcome you back to South Scottsdale, Arizona, the 2025 Offertunity Bowl on the air here. James Poovey coming to you live alongside my broadcast partner, Mr. Ed Cole. The California team is on offense first. And we see a black helmet and a number 7 telling us that is Caleb Pacheco. Back there at quarterback. 2-by-2 on the outside now, first down and 10 from the 25. He'll hand it off. They go off the right-hand side, number 14, Keanu Taval, 5'9", 175 pounds, running back out of Northview High, ran for 1,582 yards on the season, 22 touchdowns, Ed, and 8.8 yards a carry.
Wow, so that young man's basically picking up from where he left off after the outstanding regular season for Northview High.
Absolutely right. Second down and 6 now after the 4-yard gain. Claps the hands. Pacheco comes near side. Too tall for the intended target. That looks to be number 19, Joey Martinez. 5'9", 165-pound Carter Lyon. Had 958 yards receiving and 12 touchdowns on the season. Did Joey Martinez. So 3rd down and 6 now for the California squad. California team wearing white pants with the royal blue jerseys, white numbers. Very broadcaster-friendly jerseys, I might add today,
Absolutely.
Ed. And the Arizona team coming out clad with their red jerseys, white pants, and their home helmets as well. 3rd down and 6 right here for the California squad. 2-by-2 on the outside for Pacheco. Claps the hands. Looks to throw. He's flushed out. Goes far side. Caught at the 25-yard line. Through some traffic across the 30. And finally ridden down there was Keanu Tovau. And Tovau's going to be short of the line to gain, so it's going to bring up 4th down and 2 right here. A perfect afternoon out here for football. Temperature in the mid-60s right now. 4th and short now. California's going to go for it. 2-by-1 on the outside now for Pacheco. Claps the hands. He'll hand it off. Trying to go far side and nothing doing. The defense for Arizona closing in quickly there. Aaron Alvarez, Centennial Coyote, 6'1", 215 pounds. Just one of the Arizona defenders knifing in there for the stop.
Yeah, Alvarez, also number 11, Logan Arrowsmith, the 6'1", 250-pounder from Valley Vista. So that was excellent penetration on the running back, and they brought him down. 4th and 2, big stop there for Arizona's defense, getting them excellent field position on offense now.
So the Arizona squad goes on offense now. Shotgun snap, across the middle, caught, across the 20-yard line. Number 12, Jacob DuBois from Hamilton High School on the reception. And in that quarterback, Jaden Thorson from the state champion Micah Mountain Thunderbolts. Out the far side, number 33. Number 3, Sam Bernard from the Fountain Hills Falcons, 5'11", 175 pounds. A gain of 2 yards on the play.
And you can see Arizona with that up-tempo offense already, JP.
Yeah, they got a tight trips left now here for Thorson. He'll hand it off, up the gut. That is number 8, Ryan Regimbali on the scamper right there. Regimbali getting through the defense right there, and how about that offensive line open up holes up front there for him, Ed. 1st down and goal now. Thorson hands it off. Regimbali taking off his feet at the 5-yard line. That was JoJo Edwards from Corona Centennial High School. On the stop, brings up 2nd down and goal now from the 5-yard line. 2 receivers to each side now for Jaden Thorson. Ryan Regimbali, Desert Ridge Jaguar in the backfield. Thorson surveys, goes up top. Too tall for the intended target, Sam Bernard. He was trying to find him in the corner of the end zone there.
3rd down.
And we got folks, Ed, watching from all over the globe. Alex Munguia cheering for number 74, all the way from Tokyo, Japan.
Cheering for Angel Corona, the young man from Northview High School, all the way watching in Tokyo, Japan. What time is it over there?
Who knows? 3-by-1 on the outside now for Thorson. 3rd and goal from the 5. Penalty flags fly. And the early indication is a false start.
Penalty on the play. False start on Arizona.
So that'll back up the Arizona squad to the 10-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and goal now from the 10.
And JP, you speak of Jaden Thorson, his grandma and the rest of his family. They're in Cleveland, Ohio.
Okay.
They're watching their young man do work already here on offense.
He is doing work as he did all season long for those Thunderbolts. Thorson now goes to the corner once more. The ball falls incomplete, trying to find Jacob DuBois from Hamilton High School, and the coverage was outstanding that time by the California squad.
Yeah, that was great. Number 13, Jonah Menengo. Hope I'm saying his name right. Menengo from Western Christian High School, wide receiver / defensive back. Obviously, a DB right there. 5'11", 165-pounder. Great job there, number 13 on the coverage.
Outstanding job. He had 35 tackles and an interception during the regular season for the Lancers of Western Christian.
So give California's defense credit.
Yes.
You know, they held off on the barrage early on from Arizona. They bogged down. They stopped that offense, and they're forcing a field goal situation.
Bo Hampton, the kicker from Brophy Prep, on for the field goal attempt. A 27-yard attempt is blocked. California's going to scoop it up near the 30-yard line. Here he goes, 40, midfield 50. Breaking into the open space, still on his feet, and finally forced out of bounds near the 10-yard line. That is number 9.
If he's got a blue helmet, that's Corey White. Is that
Corey
a blue helmet?
White, that's exactly right.
Yes.
A 5'9", 160-pound defensive back from Etowanda, home of the Eagles, where he amassed 19 tackles on the season, 13 of those solo, Ed.
Wow. Great job there on special teams to get the block for California. Corey White scoops it up and takes it almost back to the house. As you mentioned, the young man from Etowanda High School, 5'9", 160-pounder. Great job of sensing it, seeing the ball coming off the block of the field goal attempt, and he almost took it back to the house, JP.
8 minutes and 33 seconds remaining here in our first quarter. The Offertunity Bowl underway here from Saguaro High School in Scottsdale. And another opportunity for us to get together, call some football, and have some fun on a Saturday afternoon.
Isn't that great?
And we get home. We'll get home right before the sun goes down, I think, tonight, Ed. How about that?
JP, so much love in the chat for these young men.
Yes.
Oh, I love it.
Go Sebastian Talamontes, says Jessica. Diamond Lawrence is cheering on Jonah Menengo. He just made a play a minute ago there. Jaden Thorson's got the fan club checking in. Great stuff. Keep checking in with us. Let us know where you're watching the game from.
Hello, Jasmine. She's giving some love to Sebastian. Go number 8.
Go number 8. That's right. Sebastian Talamontes, a defensive lineman from Western Christian.
Alyssa's cheering on Christian Shetler. She's all the way in Missouri.
Okay.
Checking us out here on YouTube.
Right. We see you.
Lefty says Jaden will throw darts all afternoon. We don't doubt that. We don't doubt that, Lefty. We've seen him do it.
That's usually what Jaden specializes in.
Yes,
is those
he did.
Darts.
He was great at Micah Mountain. Isn't that amazing? In their 3rd year, JP, they won the state championship.
3rd varsity season of football, and they captured the whole thing.
Amazing.
Ed. Unbelievable, for
Unbelievable.
sure.
Definitely got to get to Micah Mountain this season and do a game.
Yes, we do. I think we're going to have to head down there for some Thursday night football, and that should be good. We got some dignitaries on hand here as well today, Ed. Mr. Kevin McCabe is the honorary captain. He was assisting with the coin toss there before today's game. And Cameron Cox from 12 News and Friday Night Fever on hand with us here as well for the 2025 Offertunity Bowl. Pass interference. It'll be first down now for the California squad after they bark off the penalty. So they're going to spot the ball at the 38-yard line.
Penalty is personal foul on California.
And on this series, JP, we will see Max Barroso. He's got that blue helmet. That's blue, right?
That is blue.
Yeah, that's what my glasses say. Okay.
I know that.
So Max, the young man from Chino High School, 6 foot, 170-pounder. You mentioned Max, 1,266 yards last season for Chino High, 13 touchdowns, 11 interceptions, almost 400 yards rushing, and 5 touchdowns on the ground for Max Barroso in his senior year.
Unbelievable job. 2-by-2 on the outside now. First down and 10 California from their own 38-yard line. Play fake. Far side. caught on a little tunnel screen. And he will just get back to the line of scrimmage. Let me get you that number on that young man here as soon as he gets into the
I think that was number
open
one.
space. That was number one, indeed. Braylon Leal, wide receiver from Colony High, home of the Titans. 447 yards receiving with 4 touchdowns. And he also plays a little defensive back. Had 5 PBUs on the season as well, did Braylon Leal.
Nice.
2nd down and 10 now. He gets back to the 38-yard line. 2 receivers to each side now for Max Barroso. High snap. Barroso comes near side, caught across the 40-yard line, still on his feet. And that was number 19, Joey Martinez, on the reception. Forced out of bounds by Laquan Davis from the Valley Vista Monsoon out there in Surprise.
Talk about textbook tackling for Laquan Davis. So
yes.
Joey Martinez got the ball. As soon as he got it, Laquan Davis just wraps him up and brings him right down to the ground, waiting for some of his brethren to come. But that was his great job by getting his hands around the wide receiver and not letting him go.
That's exactly right, and that's what you got to do. You got to hang on and wait for help.
That's right.
3rd down and 5 now. After the 5-yard gain, ball rests at the 43-yard line of California. Barroso breaks the huddle. 3-by-1 on the outside. Claps the hands. He'll hand it off. They'll go far side. Into some traffic. Number 14, Keanu Tavao, the ball carrier. And 42, Benedict Anahiku Chucha from Maricopa High School, home of the Rams, on the stop right there. And a great open field tackle.
Yeah, great penetration by Ahaniku Chucha. Chucha. Bear with us, folks. We'll get it. We literally just saw these names, what, a half an hour ago?
Yes. Aneku Chucha. We got this. 4th down and 5 now upcoming here for California. And the Royal Blue team breaks the huddle now. 2 receivers to each side here for Max Barroso. Barroso has got Tavao in the backfield, flanked to his right.
Oh.
Movement up front. And penalty flags fly as Lamar Staples, the Glendale Cardinal, moving early there off the right edge. And so that is going to be a free, not only free yardage for the California team, but a free first down as well.
That's right.
1st down and 10 now for California from their own 48-yard line as they keep moving the chains here in the 2025 Offertunity Bowl. 2 receivers to each side now for Barroso. High snap. He'll keep it himself. Run up the middle across the logo of Saguaro High School across the 45-yard line. And finally brought down there by Fred Parsons from Hamilton High School, 5'10", 185-pounder.
Tackle made by number 20, Freddie Parsons.
A 9-yard gain will bring up 2nd down and 1 here for California from the Arizona 43-yard line.
And we talked about Barroso's propensity to run the football in the senior season. Almost 400 yards rushing and 5 touchdowns. So, yeah, he is not scared to run, to tuck and call his own number, tuck that football and run.
Absolutely not. 3-by-1 on the outside now for Barroso. From the shotgun. Far side, into the flat, it's caught. And a rally to the football once again there for Fred Parsons. My goodness, what a great job there for the Fred out of Hamilton High School, home of the Huskies. And Coach Dixon will be proud of that rally to the football right there for that man.
Oh, yeah, 2 consecutive plays that Fred Parsons gets in and makes an impact on defense. You love to see that, and that's what they do at Hamilton. You know, that's one of the premier schools here in the state of Arizona.
Absolutely.
They get it done on offense and defense right there and special teams. That's why they've been perennially good and champions.
Solid in all 3 phases, no doubt about it.
Yes, sir.
1st down now for the California team from the Arizona 42-yard line. 4 minutes remaining here in our first quarter. 2 receivers to each side now for Barroso. Claps the hands, hands it off. Out the right side, And not much room to run as the big fella came in there. LeJay Salas, the Liberty Lion, standing at 6'1", 285 pounds, and he got through those blocks right there and made a stop.
Salas, also number 18, Laquan Davis, the young man from Valley Vista. He was in there as well. Davis, 5'7", 150-pounder. So it does take a village to bring these running backs down, does it not?
There is no doubt about it.
Yes, sir. Nice methodical drive so far for California.
It really is. Mark Mitchell getting some love. Zeke. Watching Aquarius Moore from a truck stop in El Paso. Let's go. Barroso down the field. The ball falls incomplete. The intended target down there was number 13, Jonah Meningo. And Meningo came up a little bit slow there. So we'll check on him. No gain on the play. 3rd down and 10 upcoming here for California from the Arizona 42. We'll see if the AZ team can tighten the screws here defensively.
Yeah, and we say it every week, do we not, JP, the importance of converting on 3rd downs if you're on offense, if you're California, and on defense, if you're Arizona, getting a stop on 3rd down. So we'll see what happens on this play.
Timeout on the field. So we'll stop and take the timeout with them. You are watching the 2025 Offertunity Bowl. We're scoreless from Scottsdale, Saguaro High School. We'll be back after the break. Stay with us. More to come after this. We welcome you back to Saguaro High School here in Scottsdale. The 2025 Offertunity Bowl on the air. James Poovey coming to you live here alongside Mr. Ed Cole. 3-by-1 on the outside now for Max Barroso on 3rd down and 10. Barroso looks to throw. Pressure comes down the field. Caught at the 30-yard line. Still on his feet. Joey Martinez, and how about the reception there from Martinez? And continue to drive the legs after the ball was caught at the 30-yard line.
Outstanding job there by Barroso to sit back there in pocket. He's got a little bit of a pressure, but still he finds the wide receiver, hits Joey Martinez open, got the 1st down. Big-time conversion by California to keep that drive alive.
Absolutely. 1st down and 10 now at the 27-yard line. California on the march. They hand it off far side, nowhere to run. Courtesy of Taiwan Huckabee from the Mountain Point Pride. And Huckabee got in there and shut that run down quickly from Toval.
It is about shedding those blocks from the offensive line and getting back in the backfield, which is exactly what Huckabee did. Great job of executing, getting back there, stopping the running back there in the backfield.
Our guy, Coach Nolette from Thunderbird High School, checking in with us. Laquan Davis still a Thunderbird Titan at heart, he says.
Always will be, Coach.
Always great to hear from Coach Nolette. And we hope to have another Thunderbird Titans game on Thursday Night Football this coming fall. A little trouble with the mesh right there. And the back is going to go down quickly there. A swarm of red jerseys there, Ed. And he had trouble getting that handoff. And then once he finally got the handle on that thing, nowhere to run with it.
Again, the penetration by Arizona. 3 or 4 guys already back there in the backfield. And again, if you have a muffed handoff between your quarterback and your running back, and you've already got 3 guys in the backfield, what's your running back going to do other than go down?
It's pretty tough.
Very tough.
Tough sledding, as they say.
So, yeah, got to give credit to this Arizona defensive front for getting that pressure, cracking through that California O-line.
100%. 3rd down and 16 here now. 2-by-2 on the outside for Barroso, who remains in at quarterback. He claps the hands, drops back. The protection holds, goes to the air. He's got a man across the 25-yard line. That is Jonah Meningo once again hauling in there from Western Christian, but he's going to be short of the line to gain. And we'll see what they do here down to the Arizona 23-yard line. That's going to be interesting call here.
It will be interesting as the clock continues to run, coming up on 30 seconds, coming toward the end of the first quarter. It looks like they're going to line up for a field goal attempt, California will.
That is number 14 out there, Keanu Tavau. Nope, correction, that's number 13, Jonah Meningo. And Meningo, I tell you what, the Swiss Army knife right now so far for this California team. The 40-yard field goal attempt is up and short. So we have 6 seconds remaining here. Correction, that was Ryan Chen out there from Temple City High with the 40-yard field goal attempt for the California team. And unfortunately came up a little bit short.
And again, folks, that's another one of those double numbers, number 13. So we're trying to figure.
If you can see the rosters up here on this desk right
it's
now.
Either, folks, is it Ryan Chen or is it Jonah Meningo? So, JP, you call who you call, but it's like, oh, I looked on the roster. Oh, it does say K for Ryan Chen. And Ryan Chen has a green helmet. So they're giving us instructions on how to work through these double numbers.
We're working through it here as we go. 7 seconds remaining here in our first quarter. This should, for all intents and purposes, be the final play of quarter number 1. Split backs now beside Jaden Thorson. Thorson hands it off. And we got a Hamilton Husky helmet there carrying it out for a 1-yard gain. And that was number 5, Michael Smith, 5'7", 155 pounds. And we've reached the end of our first quarter. We're scoreless here from Saguaro High School in Scottsdale, the 2025 Offertunity Bowl on the air. Stay with us. We'll take a short commercial timeout and return for second quarter action after this. We welcome you back to the 2025 Offertunity Bowl. James Poovey coming to you live here on the Epic Sports Network, alongside my broadcast partner, Mr. Ed Cole.
Board-certified experts.
We got folks checking in. The number 19, Martinez, getting some love on there. Meningo from Frank Aguiar. Stephen Moore checking in. He loves the defensive style of this ball game right here. We're familiar with that young man. And we got some fans watching from Fontana, California as well. We certainly appreciate you tuning in as the viewership just continues to climb here. Thorson now alone in the shotgun. Over the middle, he's got a receiver. Caught. Out to the 35-yard line, still churning the legs for more yardage is Sam Bernard. And how about the reception there from number 3?
How about the ref being so nimble, he almost got knocked out of that play.
Very fleet of foot right there. Here comes Michael Smith now from Hamilton. And Smith churning those legs out to the 45-yard line. That's going to be good for an Arizona first down.
How about that offensive line for Arizona? Road grading, allowing Michael Smith to get out there. They're blocking, holding off that defensive line, opening holes for Smith to get through.
3-by-1 on the outside for Thorson. Play fake. Penalty flags fly. False start is the early indication. And so that'll back the Arizona team up just a few yards.
On Arizona. Loss of 5 on the play. Still first down.
First down and 15 now for Arizona from their own 41-yard line.
Look at Thorson running that offense like he did in his championship year, right?
So much poise.
Just a few weeks ago he got that, a few months ago I should say.
Elijah Little split out wide now for Arizona. Thorson looks down the middle, throws, it's incomplete. His intended target was Christian Shetler, a Greenway Demon standing at 5'11", 165 pounds. We had Greenway on Thursday night kickoff this past season as they were at the Deer Valley Skyhawks.
Incomplete. Second down.
Greenway? I didn't know that.
Yeah. Sonia went to Greenway. She's a demon.
A proud Greenway alum in the booth here with us today. 2x2 on the outside now for Jaden Thorson.
Feels weird to say that. Sonia's a demon? Okay.
And you see Elijah Little in the backfield there with Thorson on second down and long. Play fake, swing pass, caught through the traffic, across the 40, still on his feet. Burrows his way down to the 45-yard line. Christian Shetler stopped on the play there by Corey White.
Number 80, Christian Shetler.
And you can see Daniel Bonilla, the linebacker, knew he had that tackle back in the backfield when
Yes.
it wasn't made. You saw him kind of like, oh, man, I should have had that tackle. I should have got number 8.
Frustrated.
Yeah, but great job by Shetler getting around a lot of guys that were coming after him. So he's maneuvering around all these guys from California coming after him.
And there's a lot of really good football players here today from the Golden State.
And you can see both of these teams, they're just flying to the football, are they not?
They really are, Ed. 2 receivers to each side now here on third down and a half a yard. Thorson, swing pass, caught. Elijah Little makes a move inside across midfield. Still shaking defenders out to the 45-yard line. And Elijah Little, this young man from Thunderbird High School, is nothing short of lightning in a bottle.
And it is amazing how he can stop on a dime so quickly and change his course of direction and get even more yards.
4th down and 2 now. They're going to keep the offense on the field here.
And JP, that is not a talent you can teach. That is God-given talent that he can do that.
You are absolutely right, Ed. They'll go to work now out of a wing left here. Thorson on 4th down and 2. 2 receivers to the bottom, 1 to the top. Elijah Little gets the call. 1st down and then some. Little squirts through the hole right there and picks up an Arizona 1st down. Down to the California 42-yard line.
Elijah Little living up to his last name. He gets little when he's got to get through that offensive line. He's got to get through those redwoods. He gets small, and he compacts his body, and he gets a 1st down.
Little ran for almost 2,000 yards this season for the Thunderbird Titans. They let him loose again. He picks up 1 yard. Brought down by a host of royal blue jerseys. Let's go Anthony Gonzalez, number 12 from the Zendejas family in Upland, California. Mark Zendejas, wonder if it's any relation to Alex Zendejas?
Possibly.
Possibly so. We had the Zendejas kicking camp on last spring, just so you know, right here on the Epic Sports Network. Stacked twins to each side now. Thorson on a quick jet sweep handoff. And not much room to run there for Mason Whitaker. Whitaker on his familiar home turf here at Saguaro High School.
Ball carrier number 6.
Frank Aguilar is watching Jonah Maning from Philadelphia.
How about that?
Go Maningo, number 13.
All right.
Got some love from Seattle. Sebastian Talamontes is getting some love from Seattle.
And, you know, we're going to throw a question out right quick to Frank Aguilar because I've always wanted to know, tell us, get down there and tell us, Frank, best Philly cheesesteak, is it Geno's or is it Pat's? Don't even think about it. Just get on there and put the answer in. 3-by-1 on the outside now, 3rd down and 9 here. Thorson looks to throw. Nice pocket. It's picked off at the 31-yard line. Spinning through defenders. Keanu Tavau on the interception there for the California team. And number 14 did not travel here to lose this game today.
He sure did not. So he read Thorson's eyes and his body and where he was looking to go to, and he was just Johnny on the spot, as we always say. Keanu Tavau, the young man, Northview High School, 5'9", 175-pounder, right where he needed to be in coverage, got the interception and got them a really nice reception, getting California in outstanding field position already in Arizona territory.
Coach Matt Nallette checking in here with us, making us sure that we know that Mr. Elijah Little ran for 2,346 yards this season. So we got you, Coach.
Oh, Coach.
No doubt. I mean, that young man is beyond special, and
a monster.
There's absolutely got to be a place for him to play college football.
Oh, my gosh, yes. If the coaches aren't salivating over Elijah Little already,
yes,
they will be before the afternoon's over.
2 receivers to each side now. They'll hand it off. Across the 35-yard line, Anthony Gonzalez, the running back from South Hills High School, home of the Huskies. 5'10", 170 pounds, ran for 992 and 7 touchdowns on the season, Ed, and a nice 6.8 yards per carry.
That's a pretty healthy YPC, isn't it?
Oh, man.
Man, almost 7 yards a carry?
They used to say 3 yards in a cloud of dust, so if you double that, I imagine Coach goes home pretty happy after most game nights. 2 receivers to each side now. 2nd down and 6 here. Back to pass. Far side. Caught at the 30-yard line. Zeke McGlory, 5'7", 165 pounds, from the Roland Raiders.
Pass complete to number 10, Zeke McGlory.
So that'll bring up a 3rd down and 2 here.
3rd down.
Under 7 minutes remaining here in our first half. Caleb Pacheco back in at quarterback now for the California squad. 2 receivers to each side now here for Pacheco. Anthony Gonzalez is the lone setback.
Did he get him offsides? Oh, what do they call it, timeout?
Timeout on the field called by the California squad. We remain scoreless here in the 2025 Offertunity Bowl. 6:22 remaining here in our first half. Stay with us. We'll be back after a brief commercial timeout for more second quarter action. Six minutes and 20 seconds remaining here in our first half as we welcome you back to Saguaro High School here in Scottsdale. Coming to you live here on the Epic Sports Network. Third down and short now. High snap, handoff. Straight ahead for a bruising first down goes Anthony Gonzalez. And you love to see Gonzalez right there just churning those legs, Ed, running behind those big offensive linemen, and they are still opening nice-sized holes up front.
Sebastian Jimenez, Juan Barrios, Angel Corona, Eric Ramos, and Joe Nicastro. Those guys for the offensive line for California, as you mentioned, they're opening holes. They're busting off that defensive line, getting their running back through. So that's a great job offensively for that offensive line. They're putting in work so far, JP.
They are. Who's going to be the first one to score here today, Ed? This could be one of those 10-7 ball games, or perhaps a 7-3, 14-10 contest.
One of those defensive games that Steve Moore likes.
Stephen Moore is a huge fan of the defensive game, as am I. 2 receivers to each side now. Pacheco claps the hands, looks downfield, comes near side. Ball falls incomplete. Number 22, Braden Long, providing coverage there from Centennial High School in Peoria.
I think Pacheco was looking for a 0-0. Nate Garcia, the wide receiver from Summit High. He's a 5'11", 170-pounder. Just couldn't get him, just threw it way too far, 0-0.
Nate Garcia, 319 yards receiving and 3 touchdowns on the season. Also had 90 kickoff return yards.
Wow.
So one of those guys that knows how to buckle up that chin strap and go to work, Ed.
One of those ATHs we love to give some.
We love those guys.
Love to give their flowers to.
We love those guys. Caleb Sofia Hinojosa checking in. Kendall and Pacheco also cheering on Caleb as well. Pacheco rolls out now. He's under pressure. Looks downfield. Still on his feet. Somehow able to throw it away. And then his ball's caught. Caught short of the 10-yard line. Oh, my goodness. He rolls out there. He's under pressure the entire time. Ball just comes into view past the first down sticks. And once again, California moving the chains on an absolutely magnificent play. Can we see it one more time?
How in the world was Pacheco able to do that to avoid the pressure from 99? LeJay Salas was after him, the young man from Liberty. He was able to shake away from that guy, roll to his left, and just launch that football up, and somehow his wide receiver was able to bring it in. Unbelievable play for Cali.
We'll take another look at that here in just a moment. We got a first down and goal now for you from the 8-yard line. High snap for Pacheco. He hands it off. And number 12 gets the call there, Anthony Gonzalez.
Ball carrier number 2, Anthony Gonzalez. Gain of 2, 2nd and goal.
Gonzalez with a 2-yard gain brings up 2nd down and goal now. Let's take one more look at that previous play. What a magnificent job. Pacheco just under so much pressure, got rid of the football. The receiver gets out past the defensive back.
Crazy.
And somehow brings it in.
Unbelievable job by Pacheco.
Second down and goal upcoming here now for California. Could this be our first points of the afternoon?
And that shows why a mobile quarterback is so essential in the game of high school football, James.
Absolutely right. 3-by-1 on the outside. Trouble with the mesh. And Pacheco is able to fall on it right there.
Ball recovered by number 7, Caleb Pacheco. Third down and goal.
That was nearly disastrous there for the California team. So that will back them up to the 13-yard line. It'll be third down and goal from the 13, which you don't say very often. And a great crowd on hand as well here today for this Offertunity Bowl. Once again, we couldn't ask for better weather here in the Valley of the Sun.
Pacheco getting some last-second instructions for his wide receivers.
Pacheco back to pass, flushed out to his right. Eyes downfield. He's going to tuck it. Throw to the back of the end zone. It's too tall for the intended target. Number 9, wide receiver. I believe that was, is that Cy McAdams out there? Blue helmet? That's Corey White. Corey White.
Incomplete, intended for number 9, Corey White. Fourth down.
Fourth down now, so the field goal unit will come on here for the California team. And Ryan Chin from Temple City High will come on for a 30-yard field goal attempt. Nate Garcia on to hold for California. The snap, the hold, the kick is up. It looks good. And it's no good. It's wide right. So 3 minutes and 25 seconds remaining here in our first half. We remain scoreless here on the campus of Saguaro High School in Scottsdale. It's the 2025 Offertunity Bowl. We'll take a brief commercial timeout and return for more first half action after the break. Three minutes and 25 seconds remaining here in our first half as we welcome you back to Saguaro High School. Dropping back to pass now over the middle. The ball falls incomplete. And that is Nathan Harris in there at quarterback now from the Santa Cruz Valley Dust Devils. 6'3", 210 pounds, Ed. Wow. And how would you like to see him coming around the edge with a full head of steam?
I would not like to see him. I would not like to see him coming around the edge with a full steam. Coming at me? No, thank you. We'll give some shout-outs to the California offensive linemen after this play.
Let's do it.
We were instructed to give some California love on the O-line.
Yes, and they deserve it.
Oh, yeah.
They really do. 3-by-1 on the outside now for Harris. Puts it in the belly of Elijah Little. Little up the field, out near the 30-yard line. Elijah Little just sneaks underneath that offensive line. And the thing about him, Ed, he's always going forward.
Yes, that's what you want to do. Keep those legs churning and always moving forward, hardly ever backwards.
Great job up top on our main camera shot today by Mr. Jamal Gumo. We certainly appreciate his efforts. 3-by-1 on the outside now. Third down and long here for Nathan Harris. Harris flushed out to the right. Looks downfield. Caught across the 30. Loose, 35. Still on his feet. Big 88 rumbling across the 40-yard line. And that is none other than Arthur Murphy, the Tempe High School Buffalo, showing you how it's done out there on the swing pass.
Murphy, 6'1", 229 from Tempe. As you mentioned, he gets the football, gets that inside cover, gets the inside leverage on the defensive back coming after him. He just continues again to churn his legs and trying to find yards as he comes off the field. Gets his helmet off. He gets substituted for number 24. That's Tyrone Douglas is going to go in for him. But great job by 88 getting that first down.
Made our first trip to Tempe High School this past fall.
Yes.
As the Tempe Buffaloes hosted the Yuma Criminals. First down now Harris back to pass. He's under pressure. Harris is going to lose the football. It's recovered by the California team. Number 15, Cam Connor. Actually make that Isaiah Lemus. 6'1", 190 from the Northview Vikings.
Fumble on the play. Ball recovered by California.
And Isaiah Lemus, 40 tackles, 3 TFLs, and 9 sacks on the season. You find the football, and you usually find Mr. Lemus close by.
Yes, sir. We always talk about the importance, again, of ball possession and holding on to the football and not turning the football over, not being careless with the football, and that's exactly what they did right there.
California, first down, 10 yards to
First
gain.
down, California now from the Arizona 31-yard line. 2 minutes and 13 seconds remaining here in our first half.
Definitely nothing. Something Arizona did not want to do right there is turn the football over.
2 receivers to each side now for California. A high pass, it falls incomplete. And we've got a California player down on the field right now. So with the injury timeout, we will step aside and take the timeout with them. You are watching the 2025 Offertunity Bowl here, live on the Epic Sports Network. Stay with us. We'll be back to Saguaro High School in Scottsdale after the break.
Folks, welcome back to Saguaro High School here in Scottsdale, Arizona. The Offertunity Bowl, Arizona versus California. Still scoreless, 2:08 for the half, as we are lucky to see that number 59, that was Sebastian Jimenez from St. Paul High School. He was able to go off on his own power, so praise God he was able to do that.
Yes.
So California gets to reline things up and see if they can get something going offensively based off the turnover they got from Arizona.
Yes, Sebastian Jimenez, an offensive lineman from St. Paul, home of the Swordsman. 6'3", 290 pounds. And we talked about it during that first quarter. This California team's offensive line really playing well, and they got some big dudes up front.
Yeah, we want to shout out number 51, Eddie Enriquez from Alta Loma High School. Also number 60, Gio Ochoa from Carter High School as well. A lot of guys on offensive line for California doing work.
Far side, Pacheco complete at the 30-yard line. And it looked like, was that number 9 on the reception there, Ed?
I believe it was.
Gain of 1 on the play. Timeout, Arizona, their first of the half.
We have a timeout on the field called by the Arizona squad, so let's give some more shout-outs here if we could.
Of course.
Looks like we got Fabi Talamontes sending blessings to Sebastian. Mom is checking him out from California. Thank you for tuning in tonight. We certainly appreciate it. Great catch, Zeke, from Dr. Henry D. Young. And Kendall and Pacheco checking in, supporting Caleb. And let's go St. Paul boys. How about that, Ed?
Yeah.
St. Paul, the Swordsman.
Quite a few young men from St. Paul.
Yeah, I see 3.
Sebastian, Aquarius Moore, Tapu. Please tell us how to spell his. I don't want to butcher his last name, the young man from St. Paul High. It's funny, his number is 404. His jersey number is 404.
It's Tolowai. I'm going to go Tapu Tolowai.
Tapu Tolowai.
And we'll let him check in here and tell us if we got it right here.
Yeah, please tell us if we got it right.
Tolowai. That's what I'm going with.
Tapu, number 164. Okay.
Yes, they're going to check in and let us know.
Yeah, I did see Tapu.
3 by 1 on the outside now for Caleb Pacheco. He's in there at quarterback now from the Don Lugo Conquistadores.
I love it.
Great stuff out here today at Saguaro High School.
Sarah said, let's go Summit boys. Okay.
It's hard to believe half this game's already over with, Ed.
I know. How many Summit guys do we have on the roster for
There's
California?
a few of those, too. Third down, Pacheco rolls to his right. Looks downfield, goes airborne. Got a receiver. It's nearly hauled into the end zone.
Oh,
It falls incomplete. Joey Martinez was the intended target. And you see the air underneath that football right there. And just simply a little bit too tall for Martinez.
oh, if he could have hauled that in, though, JP, that would have been a fantastic touchdown in the back corner of the end zone.
A.J. Rocha from Chandler High School, home of the Wolves, where they have just adopted a new head coach there in Ty Wisdom from the Chandler Wolves, former coach over at Desert Vista High School.
Yes.
And then Coach Wisdom left for a year to go up to Millard South. Might have been 2 years up there with Millard South.
Arthur Murphy getting some love, number 88 on the Arizona side.
And we know Coach Sean Freeman from Tempe High School
Yes, we do.
is either watching this game right now or here in attendance, so we shout you out as well, Coach Freeman. 2 receivers to each side now. Pacheco drops back, protection holds, climbs the pocket, and he goes down there at the 30-yard line.
Oh.
How about the big fella? Oh, my goodness.
Goodness gracious. You want to get hit by LeJay Salas?
Now, LeJay Salas is listed on my roster right here, Ed, at 6'1", 285 pounds. Now, we are sitting about a half a mile from the field right now up here in the press box.
Yes.
But I'm not too sure about that 285.
You think they're being a little
I think they're being a little bit
judicious with the numbers?
Judicious. Yeah, that's
Okay.
a good way to put it.
Yeah.
285. I think LeJay Salas is
He's pushing 3 bills, you think?
a shade over 3 bills. He might be a couple Jimmy Johns
No, it's not
over
horrible.
3 bills.
No.
It's not horrible. It's not
No.
horrible. It's football. We talk about
Oh.
size in football. That's what happens.
That's a good 300 pounds right there.
That's exactly right.
If you can move like
Trust
that,
me.
you've got that agility, Sonya.
Trust me, there's some college coaches watching that 300 pounds running around out there right now.
I want a guy like LeJay Salas.
No doubt.
Get him an agent. Get him a call or something.
Jaden Thorson in at quarterback now. Thorson goes to the air. A gorgeous looking ball. Oh, in the breadbasket at the 35-yard line. And Jacob DuBois from Hamilton High School watching all this one in, Ed.
What a beautiful throw from Thorson to Jacob DuBois. DuBois just waiting. He's making a Willie Mays catch. He's just waiting for that football to come down. Great throw from Thorson to Jacob DuBois. And
How about that throw?
Wow.
My goodness. Thorson right in the bucket.
He knows how to do it. He did it a lot at Micah Mountain, didn't
He
he?
sure did. Tight trips left now here with 1:27 and counting. They'll hand it off. Up the gut, Ryan Regimbali from the Desert Ridge Jaguars.
Reggie with the ball. What a throw from Thorson.
Unbelievable toss there. We're going to take a look at that here in just a minute one more time because it was really that good.
Yes, it was. Look at him run the offense.
We've had a couple of those plays here today in this Offertunity Bowl. 2 receivers to each side. Now they empty out the backfield for Thorson. He rolls out to his right. Go far side. Caught Michael Smith up the far sideline, and then Smith is absolutely bamboozled there at the 13-yard line. That was Dario Montalvo over there from West Covina, and he bulldogged
Yes, he did.
the ball carrier out of bounds right there.
But when I saw Michael Smith run in motion, I'm like, I think Thorson's going to get this football to him. And doggone it if he did hit Michael Smith out there in the flat. Michael Smith got some really good yards out of it before he took the shot.
Hector Estrada joining us from Ohio, checking in on Pacheco. Meningo and Talamonte, go Lancers. Another comment there on YouTube. Make sure to keep checking in with us. 2x2 on the outside now. Elijah Little flanks out. Thorson looks downfield, over the middle, caught. Number 80 on the reception, Christian Shetler. And we called Shetler's name a number of times there in that Thursday night kickoff game there.
Sure did.
For the Greenway Demons.
Number 80,
For Sonia's alma mater.
That's right.
3
by 1 on the outside now for Thorson. Under 30 seconds. Swing pass. Caught. And burrowing his way into the end zone for the touchdown is Christian Shetler. Here it is one more time. Thorson on the play fake, and then Shetler just bodies the defender into the end zone, gets inside the pylon, and 6 points.
So Shetler knew he had to be physical to get into the end zone. He got free from the one defender, went straight to the end zone, knew he got one more guy to beat. before he got to the end zone. He went square up with that guy.
He did.
He won that battle,
He did.
getting them 6 for California, for Arizona.
19 seconds remaining here in our first half.
Touchdown stands on the kick for Arizona. Number 41, Bo Hampton.
Great drive for Arizona. Culminates off that big throw from Thorson to DuBois.
Yeah, we're going to take a look at that throw here again in just a minute. Bo Hampton with the PAT. It's up and good. And with 20 seconds remaining here in our first half, the Arizona team has gone up 7-0. Let's take another look at that amazing delivery from Jaden Thorson. That's the screen pass right there to Christian Shetler. And here's the pass. Jaden Thorson, you see him shake the shoulders there a little bit, and then he drops it right into the bucket. What an unbelievable catch there. And we've got 20 seconds remaining here in our first half. Back-to-back darts. Back to throwing darts. Easy money, says Lefty there for Jaden Thorson.
And didn't they say earlier in the chat that Jaden can sling that football? He's going to throw the football, and he did. We got some Puerto Rico love. Alexis Barrios. Of course, she's checking for Juan, number 61. She's giving him some love.
Checking in from Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico.
See, fantastic. I wonder what the weather is right now down there. Oh, they're watching us on the beach.
Beautiful.
That's the real question.
Yeah, folks, keep on checking in and giving these young men love.
Let us know.
They deserve all the love that you can give them. So just keep on flooding the chat with the love that you have for these young men, because they are busting their tails out here.
And we are having fun with this one as the last 5 seconds ticks off the clock here at Saguaro High School in Scottsdale. The 2025 Offertunity Bowl has reached halftime. Our score, Arizona leading the California team 7-0. We'll take a brief commercial timeout and return for second half action in just a little bit. You're watching the 2025 Offertunity Bowl live right here on the Epic Sports Network. Come on back, more coming up after the break. 7-0, the Arizona squad leads the California squad. It's halftime here at the Offertunity Bowl 2025 as we welcome you back to Saguaro High School in Scottsdale. And we welcome you inside the broadcast booth. And it's been an exciting one, a defensive battle. Both these teams have come to play, and they're really playing sound, fundamental football right now, not giving up too many big plays.
Yeah, but the one big play from Arizona, so Jaden Thorson hits Jacob DuBois with a huge pass play, which set up the Christian Shetler touchdown pass from Thorson, and Arizona finally gets on the board. But it has, as you mentioned, JP, of course, 7-0. It's a defensive battle. As we see that throw from Thorson to DuBois, what a great throw. DuBois gets away from the defensive back, gets the separation. Perfect throw from Thorson, setting up that eventual touchdown pass from Thorson to Christian Shetler. But yeah, as you mentioned, a cleanly played game, a few turnovers here and there, but you've got to love the effort that these young men are giving from Arizona and California.
We hope you guys are enjoying this ball game as much as we're enjoying bringing it to you. We got an absolutely gorgeous shot in front of us here. We are just east of Camelback Mountain off of Hayden Road, and what a gorgeous facility over here. My first time to be at Saguaro High School in Scottsdale, and a perfect backdrop for this Offertunity Bowl.
Oh, this is fantastic. We got to get out here for Thursday night football come this fall, but it is fantastic. As you mentioned, the weather is beautiful. We can see Camelback Mountain.
We'll see if Jamal can give us a little Camelback Mountain here in a minute and show the folks out in California kind of what the view is here that we got. Let's give some shout-outs here as we go throughout this halftime right here. We got Let's Go Papa from Tyrone Douglas. Coach Ed Cook checking in from Greenway High School.
Okay.
Only played in 3 games. Christian Shetler back on the field and scoring touchdowns for the Demons. What a player the Shetler is.
Yes, he is. So much love. There's so much love for quarterbacks. Quarterbacks always get love. So it seems like Caleb Pacheco is getting a lot of love in the chat. I love to see this young man get love.
We got watching California number 10 from Seattle. That's Silly Caveman.
They're watching.
Checking in with us.
Okay, Caveman's checking in for Zeke McGlory, the young man from Roland High School. I love it.
Coach Lawrence wanted to shout out all the linemen in play today. They represent the Elite Lineman Academy in California, and Ed, no doubt, because these guys are really playing fundamentally sound up front as well.
Of course, we can shout out Eddie Enriquez, the young man from Alta Loma High School, Sebastian Jimenez from St. Paul High School, Gio Ochoa from Carter High School, Juan Barrios from Alta Loma High School, Jerry Beagles from Don Lugo High School, Angel Corona from Northview High School, Eric Ramos from West Covina High School, and Joe Nicastro from Los Osos High School, and also Tapu Toloi from St. Paul High School.
Yes. A lot of representatives checking in with us from St. Paul High School.
A lot of great offensive linemen in California.
Miss Venters checking in for number 11. The dad for Aquarius Moore checking in. Everybody's loving the broadcast here. We're so glad you're joining us here this afternoon on the Epic Sports Network on YouTube. Make sure you hit that subscribe button here while we got a little time during the halftime, and you'll be notified whenever we go live. Ed, folks are enjoying this from all over the country and all over the globe, honestly, today.
Kathy Jimenez is loving number 00, number 00, Nate Garcia, the young man from Summit High School. He's the wide receiver. So Kathy is checking in, giving him some love. Sophia is giving some love to number 7. That is, who is that? Hinojosa? Sophia? Number 7.
Exactly.
The problem is there's 4 number 7s, so who are we giving love to, Sophia? You got to help us out with that one.
Absolutely right. We're going to step aside, take a brief commercial timeout, and return for more halftime festivities right here from Saguaro High School in Scottsdale. Stay with us. More halftime coming your way next for the Offertunity Bowl 2025. We welcome you back to Saguaro High School here in Scottsdale, Arizona. It's halftime of the 2025 Offertunity Bowl. There you see Camelback Mountain out in the distance. And we got just over 10 minutes remaining here in our halftime festivities. Ed, what a enormously awesome event out here for these young men to come out here and compete one more time. We got a lot of people checking in, watching football from all over the country. Aunt Sue from Cedar Falls, Iowa checking in, watching Sam Bernard from Fountain Hills. A lot of other folks checking in with us as well.
Of course, Angel Edwards wants us to give some love to Jonathan Edwards, the young man from Centennial on the California football team. Young man, 6'1", 210, the defensive back. So, Angel, there is your love for Jonathan, who's playing an outstanding football game today. I know you've got to be so proud of him for all of his achievements and what he's going to do in his lifetime, as God's going to continue to bless him and every other young man on this Arizona team and this California team. It's just destined for them to have greatness, every single one of these young men.
No doubt about it. Paula Huerta checking in. She wants to shout out the California coaches, especially Coach Wes.
Okay.
And shout out to everyone in California who made this trip possible for these young men, because, you know, they had to get them out here, Ed. They got to put them up. It's a whole thing to come out here and compete in this ball game. Obviously, the Arizona kids have a little bit more of an advantage being a little bit closer here, but shout out to everyone in California who made this day possible for these young athletes.
Of course, and it's all about giving love again to them. So, you know, for them to continue to hopefully live their dreams again at the college level, and it will start with a coach or two or a scout seeing something.
You never know who's watching, Ed. Our current viewer count right now is over 1,300. So that tells you that a lot of people are tuned in to look at these athletes, see what they got to put on display here, and we're so excited they have done so. We also want to shout out thoughts and prayers as well to everyone out in California still dealing with the wildfires that are still going on. I'd love to say the aftermath, but it's not over yet.
Yes. Yeah, so our prayers, our thoughts and prayers are with all of you.
Yes.
May God continue to bless you and your families as you're dealing with a tough situation.
We got somebody checking in watching number 10, Zeke, from Greenland. They say the 51st state of America. You heard a lot of stuff with Greenland has been in the news lately, Ed. And you never know. We might be up there doing some high school football next season.
Thank you, Forever Monday, checking in on Zeke, Zeke McGlory. Yes.
Why not Summit? Let's go, Nate Dogg 00. Sophia Hinojosa, we love you. Caleb number 7.
Yeah, we always talk about quarterbacks, right? You know, they're the pretty boys. They get all the love, right, Sonia?
They do.
You know, I think Caleb is dominating the chat, and rightfully so. He's a quarterback, and he's very good.
That's what happens.
So his family and his friends give him some love. So, yeah, just keep on giving Caleb love because he's played really well today.
A member of the Don Lugo Conquistadores.
Yes.
And we mentioned it earlier, 2,762 passing yards, 27 touchdowns, and 126 yards and 2 touchdowns on the ground.
You got to love that 2-to-1 TD to interception ratio in the senior season, right, too, JP?
Oh, yes, absolutely
Almost
right.
3,000 yards passing?
Absolutely right. And the chat blowing up as well for the tight end from Tempe High School, Arthur Murphy. And you can see 88 down there doing work. Coach Freeman has done a magnificent job over there off of Mill Avenue. Arthur Murphy, 6'1", 229, and he is very nimble.
Yes, he is. I'm waiting to see number 88 come back out here as the young men are starting to warm up. We're about 7 minutes away from the third quarter coming off, so we'll see what adjustments. We always talk about the adjustments at halftime. What do they do when they go in the locker room? What does Arizona do to possibly build on their lead? What can California do to get back in the game and get a score and get off the schneid, get that 0 turned into a crooked number? So we'll see what happens over the course of the third and fourth quarters.
Great stuff here from Saguaro High School in Scottsdale. We'll take a brief commercial timeout and return for second quarter action. You're watching the 2025 third quarter action. You're watching the 2025 Offertunity Bowl here on the Epic Sports Network. Stay with us. More to come from Scottsdale.
Welcome back, folks. We're about 4.5 minutes away from the second half of the Offertunity Bowl out here in Saguaro in beautiful Scottsdale, Arizona. Fantastic day for football. The weather is perfect. The crowd is here. These young men are out here. As you can see, they're warming up. They're getting ready for what should be a great second half, James.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun second half of football here. We still got ourselves a great football game, only 7-0 right now. And the Arizona team is going to be on offense first here to start the second half, Ed. So they're going to try to keep this streak going right here and see if they can get some more points on the board, while the California team, they've been knocking on the door as well a couple times, but not able to kick that thing down yet, unfortunately.
Yeah, so can Caleb Pacheco or Max Barroso, the two quarterbacks, can either one of those lead a drive for California to get into the end zone and get some points and potentially tie this game up if they get a score and an extra point? We always talk about the importance of special teams and getting that extra point. It's vital in a game this big that you execute on offense, defense, and special teams, all three phases.
And you know what amazes me? A lot of times we do quite a few of these all-star Senior Bowl type games, and the fact that these young men are able to come together with such a limited amount of practice time and really come out here and play and look like they've played together a lot longer than they actually have.
Yes, it is amazing how quick these young men can come together and build a camaraderie and a friendship and a brotherhood in a short amount of time, because they know, again, how big this football game is, and they've got to be on all one accord if they expect to win a football game.
It looks like Grandma Conte is hosting a big watch party there back in Cleveland.
Yeah.
So they're checking out number 10, Zeke. So
Zeke McGlory.
Appreciate you guys tuning in. We hope you're having fun. Let us know what's to eat at that watch party. We'd love to know.
Oh, yeah.
What we got. Like, is it finger foods? Is there wings and pizza?
Yeah, what's going on there?
Chime in with us. Has somebody got the grill fired up?
So Brian,
let us know. Deadlock Sports.
And Brian Lundstedt said, can California run the rock a little bit more? Let's see what they do. Is that the game plan? Can they run the football? Can they establish the running game? Can they win that time of possession and wear down that Arizona defense? We'll see.
You know, that Arizona defense doing a really good job there in that first half, getting off blocks and a lot of times getting into that backfield and disrupting the flow there for Caleb Pacheco and Max Barroso.
Yeah, and on offense, can Arthur Murphy continue to be a playmaker like Genevieve Johnson? Can her son continue to go out there and make plays for Arizona? We'll see what happens with that as well on offense.
We will indeed. We got about 2 minutes remaining here in our halftime festivities. We'll step aside, take a brief commercial timeout, and return for the second half of action here. You're watching the 2025 Offertunity Bowl here live on the Epic Sports Network. Stay with us. Back to Scottsdale after the break. Second half action about to commence here from Saguaro High School in Scottsdale, as we welcome you back and get you ready for the second half of the 2025 Offertunity Bowl. James Boovy coming to you live here alongside our outstanding Epic Sports Network crew here this afternoon, consisting of my broadcast partner, Mr. Ed Cole. Jamal Gumo is up on top running our main camera today. Sonia Tellez is producing. And Stephen Moore is our audio engineer this afternoon, and Brecken is doing a fantastic job working that score bug. We're about ready for half number 2 here as we welcome you back to the 2025 Offertunity Bowl. Arizona's on offense first. And once again, Jaden Thorson back to work. A little slant route across the middle. It's caught across the 40-yard line. And that was Jacob DuBois one more time there. And these two have really made a connection here this afternoon in this one, Ed.
They have, once again, Thorson hits DuBois, as you mentioned, with the little slant and the timing route. Great throw by Thorson. Better catch by DuBois. First down.
Handoff. And nowhere to run with the football that time as Michael Smith got the handoff for Arizona.
Gain of 2.
The Hamilton Husky, he picks up 2 yards on the play. Second down and 8 upcoming here now, just into our third quarter of action. 2 by 1 on the outside now for Thorson. Split backs in the backfield.
Tyrone Douglas in the slot.
High snap, Smith gets the call. And the Hamilton Husky carries it for a couple yards, brought down there by Daniel Bonilla, the Summit High Skyhawk, checking in at 5'9", 202 pounds. He had 35 tackles, 12 TFLs, Ed, during the season, and also plays a little offense, 377 rushing yards and 5 touchdowns for Bonilla.
Big 3rd and 5 here for Arizona and also for California. Can they get the stop right here?
3 by 1 on the outside. Thorson looks to throw, climbs the pocket. He'll run it himself. Across the 50, barely across the 50, goes Jaden Thorson. And Thorson made a quick decision right there. Got out of 1 tackle.
Made by number 104.
Looks like he's 2 yards. Yeah, he's 2 yards short.
And he was brought down there by number 104, Ed, Aquarius Moore.
There he is.
Have we ever called out 104 before?
No, there's Aquarius.
I don't think so.
All right, Aquarius, I see you. We've never called 104.
I've never called the 104 before. Movement up front, and we have offsides. This is the early indication from our officiating crew.
Penalty on the play. Offsides on carry.
Yeah, never seen a 104 in my life.
We got a 104. Guess what else we got?
We got a 404.
A 404. My goodness.
Oh, my gosh.
Thorson looks to the sideline. He's got the play call. They go back to work out of a wing left on 1st down and 10 from the 44. Play fake, goes to the air, wide open at the 20. 10-5, touchdown Arizona. Tyrone Douglas, the member of the Mountain Point Pride, 6'3", 185. And once he got into the open space, Thorson saw him, touch pass, 6 points.
And JP, you can just see Jaden Thorson back in that backfield, and he's running offense. He's so comfortable.
Yes.
And it's amazing how comfortable, how quick he got into this offense, and he saw number 24, Tyrone Douglas, wide open. When you've got a quarterback that's comfortable, he knows where he's going, and he's got a wide receiver that's that wide open, that number 24 was, that happens right there.
Makes it look easy. Bo Hampton now on for the PAT here for Arizona. Robert Perry with the hold. The kick is up and good. Our score with 9:45 remaining here in our third quarter. Arizona 14, California 0. We'll take a brief commercial timeout and return for more third quarter action. You're watching the Offertunity Bowl from Saguaro High School in Scottsdale. California goes back on offense as we welcome you back to Saguaro High School here in Scottsdale. 2 by 2 on the outside. They go up top, taking a shot down the field. Oh, and it's hauled in. My goodness. What a catch from Daniel Bonilla. Oh my goodness.
Pass complete to number 9.
Again, we've got 3 number 9s.
Corey
White
White
okay.
on the reception there. My apologies.
What a throw, though.
A huge gainer there for California.
Great throw from Pacheco.
2 receivers to each side. Now they hand it off. And not much room there for Keanu Tovau, running back from Northview High School.
Carry, gain of 1.
Picked up 1 yard on the play. It'll bring up 2nd down and 9 now.
And that's a way to get your offense supercharged, right?
Yes.
JP, if you get Caleb Pacheco to throw a long pass to Corey White, he makes an outstanding catch in coverage as he's covered by a defensive back, but he's able to pull that in, number 9, and that's really sets them up well there at the 30-yard line. 2nd and 9 for California.
Caleb Pacheco, back to pass. Looks downfield. He's got a man. It's too tall.
Oh.
Intended target, I believe, was Corey White once again.
Well, JP, you can't fault the offensive line on that because they blocked perfectly for Caleb Pacheco. He just overthrew that ball.
You're exactly right, Ed. 3rd down and 9 now upcoming here.
Huge 3rd and 9 for California. They have to convert if they expect to stay in this football game. They've got to get points out of this drive.
Two receivers to each side now for Caleb Pacheco. Claps the hands. Pressure comes off the edge, whistles and penalty flags. And we'll check the laundry on the field here. We're going to get you our AIA officiating crew here in just a moment as well. False start is the call. So that'll back the California squad up just a few yards here, Ed.
That's definitely what you don't want to do on 3rd and 9. You get a huge pass play from your quarterback, from Pacheco to Corey White, sets them up in great field position, and then you back yourself up with a penalty. 8:32 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Now it gives you even more pressure. Now it's 3rd and 14, so now the pressure is even more on Caleb Pacheco on this offense to convert. This is a huge 3rd down, the biggest 3rd down of the day for California, as they want to stay again in this game, stay within striking distance. They are down 14-0. You definitely want to get points out of this drive and see what happens as Pacheco's back in the shotgun. Claps his hands, he gets the snap, JP.
Rolls to his right, Ed, goes up top. Receiver catches it, but he's out of bounds. That is Jonah Meningo. Our AIA officiating crew here on hand today for this Offertunity Bowl. Our referee is Mr. Tracy Hernandez. Our umpire is Ken Adams. Line judge Sam Radford. Our field judge today is Marcus Johnson. Head linesman Drew McDonald. Side judge is Rich Davis. And our back judge today is Mr. Spencer Shockness. All those gentlemen under the direction of Mr. Brian Gessner from the Arizona Interscholastic Association. 3rd down and 14 now as the California team behind the sticks here.
See what this flag's all about is the referees and they taking a look here.
8:23 remaining here in our 3rd quarter. There you see Coach Larry Fetkenheier down there. We got a chance to talk with him. He's standing right down there at the 40-yard line there. We got to talk to him the other night.
Yes.
On the Epic Sports Network as we visited about this very Offertunity Bowl.
Penalty on the play.
It looked like it was a penalty, illegal blow to the head.
Penalty is targeting on California.
Yeah, targeting.
Targeting.
Penalty was declined. Still 4th down.
So the penalty was declined. So it'll bring up a 4th down and 14 right here for California. Caleb Pacheco will break the huddle. 3-by-1 on the outside. And he's got Keanu Tovau in the backfield, flanked to his right. Shotgun snap. Pacheco surveys, goes downfield. He's got a man, it's caught across the 15-yard line. And Nate Garcia from Summit High hauls it in right there for California. What a great pass and an even better catch, Ed.
Huge on 4th and 14 that Caleb Pacheco finds numbers 00 Nate Garcia. His offensive line blocked again perfectly for Pacheco, gave him time to look around, survey the field, but ultimately look for Nate Garcia on the right side. Garcia was covered like a blanket by the defensive back, but somehow Garcia was able to haul that in. Great throw by Pacheco and a 4th down conversion they desperately needed.
California trying to get back into this one right here. They hand it off. The ball gets loose. And it's Arizona football.
Fumble on the play.
Let's take a look and see if we can tell who recovered it. There you see it pop out right there, and a mass of humanity there in the middle.
By number 65, Taiwan.
Keanu
Huckabee.
Tavau never really got that handoff from Caleb Pacheco, and as he's going into the offensive line, he's already fumbling the ball, and then it just gets away from him. Taiwan Huckabee gets the recovery for Team Arizona.
Great job there by Huckabee. And so turning away that California attempt as they were on the march right there.
Wow, that's killer for California.
Arizona gets the ball back, and Nathan Harris back in at quarterback now from the Santa Cruz Valley Dust Devils. A 2A team located in Eloy, Arizona, about halfway between here and Tucson. Arizona will go with split backs now. They've got Elijah Little and Michael Smith in the backfield. Nathan Harris in at quarterback. Little gets the call. Out across the 15-yard line he goes. And this young man, he can get it into fifth gear in a hurry.
Oh, goodness, yes. He can go from first to fifth, like, immediately. That's how quick he is. Look at Nathan Harris. This is a big guy, 6'3", 210 from Santa Cruz Valley.
Special shout out to Go Route. They are sponsoring our replays here today. Two receivers to each side. Now Harris gives it off to Little, and Little just unable to get his feet there in the backfield. And listen, Ed, the turf monster doesn't take any days off. He'll show up in the offseason.
Yes, he will.
You.
Sometimes Elijah Little may be too fast for his own good.
That's right. 3rd down and 10 here for Arizona. Can they take advantage of the turnover is the question. 3 receivers to the near side, 1 to the top side of your screen. Harris flanked to the right there by Elijah Little. Harris looks downfield, hits Little on the swing route, still on his feet, 25. First down, Elijah Little, and Arizona moves the chains. About midway through our 3rd quarter. Wow. Elijah Little, there you see him get loose from the defender. That was Moses Afemui, who had a chance at him out there.
Tackle made by number 9.
What a massive conversion for Arizona to keep the drive alive and then keep the clock moving. See what Nathan Harris has got up his sleeve at that quarterback position.
3 by 1 on the outside now for Harris. Elijah Little flanked to his left. Play fake. Harris goes up top. He's got a receiver. It's too tall for the intended target. He was trying to find a Christian Shetler.
Intended for number 80, Christian Shetler.
That was a good battle between him and Jonah Menengo.
Menengo in coverage that time for California.
Yeah, they were fighting all the way down the field. Menengo from Western Christian High. Great coverage there by the 5'11", 165-pounder. Going up against the 5'11", 165-pounder. Same size.
Great matchup right there on paper anyway, right?
Great matchup.
2 receivers to each side now here on 2nd down and 10 from their own 26. Make it 27. Harris sends Little out. Harris drops back, climbs the pocket. He'll run it himself. Ooh. Nathan Harris lowering the boom on defenders there as he crosses the 30-yard line. And let me tell you what, this young man is not playing around. 6'3", 210, and bullishly running the football there for the Arizona squad.
Man, that was nice. So Dwayne Burns, that's Tyrone Douglas's uncle. He wants to see some.
All right.
He wants to see him do some more work like he just did on that last drive.
All right, let's go.
Catch.
Let's go.
He said, you can't guard greatness.
I love it.
You can't guard my nephew.
You just can't do it.
No,
it's not happening. 2 by 1 on the outside now for Harris. They go to work out of a wing left. 3rd down and 3. Claps the hands. Handoff. Elijah Little. Straight ahead. He's going to be stopped right at the line to gain. Elijah Little swarmed up there by a bunch of blue California jerseys, and he's going to be about a yard shy of the line to gain.
And that is what you're going to have to do if you're California's defense. You got to get a lot of guys at Elijah Little, because if you try to get him one-on-one in space, he's too quick for you. He's too jittery with his moves. He's so twitchy with his moves.
He really is.
You got to have 2 or 3 or 4 guys after this. That's how talented Elijah Little is.
Sam Bernard checks into the lineup now for the Arizona squad. Ryan Regimbali in the backfield. 4th down on the yard. Harris claps the hands. Regimbali straight ahead. Will he get the 1st down? He was upended there by Keanu Tavu.
All depends on that spot, JP.
Regimbali on the carry. Tackle made by number 14, Keanu Tavu.
Yeah, they're going to.
1st down, California. It's a turnover on downs, Ed.
Big stop for California's defense.
So now California will go back on offense here.
1st down, California from the Arizona 40. Correction, 37.
Yeah, we got Caleb Pacheco still out there running the offense for California. He's back there waiting for his guys to line up. 4:19 to go in the 3rd quarter. Pacheco gets the ball to number 1, Braden Leo. Leo gets swarmed, JP.
Oh, man, did he ever get swarmed. Wow. Nice job there rallying to the football by that Arizona defense.
Braylon
Leal.
Leal had some guys to deal with there on the edge. John Rose from Mountain Point High School in there on the stop.
Yeah, Rose also.
Among others.
Braden Long also in there, the young man from Centennial, the Coyote.
2nd down, 8 yards.
2nd down and 2 upcoming here now for Arizona. Two receivers to each side now. Pacheco claps the hands. Squares the shoulders. He'll roll out to his right. Throw it away. And heavy traffic there as the ball appeared to be intercepted. It was. Number 22 on the interception there for Arizona, Braden Long from Centennial High School.
Intercepted.
And Long able to come up with the football somehow, some way, Ed. My goodness.
It's that pressure from Arizona forcing Caleb Pacheco to roll out to his right. He throws the football trying to find a wide receiver, but unfortunately he found 22 Braden Long with the interception. And it was tough because at least 3 guys were in the vicinity for Arizona, so somebody was going to come up with an interception. And again, another costly turnover for California in the 2nd half. When you're down 14, you're down 2 scores, and every possession is vital for California if they want to get back in this football game. You can't keep shooting yourself in the foot with turnovers and mistakes like this.
So true, Ed.
Especially when you got Jaden Thorson back there now back on offense, running the offense to near perfection.
Thorson looks to throw, goes downfield. The ball is incomplete. Braden Long, his intended target, and Long had nothing but green grass in front of him on that one if he was able to haul it in, Ed.
So Braden Long gets the interception. Why not have Jaden Thorson go right back to the man that's hot? Looks like we got an injured California player. That's number 9.
Oh, we got a little bit of a extracurricular activity, we like to call it, Ed.
I think that's number 9. That's Corey White, I believe, for California. That's down on the ground at the 44-yard line.
3 minutes and 20 seconds remaining here in our third quarter.
Maybe Corey got a little cramp or something. They're working on his left leg. The trainers are kind of trying to work it all out. Maybe just a cramp on maybe in his calf or something.
Could very well be.
The sun has finally popped out here, folks, over here in Scottsdale. So
yes,
it is warming up a little bit.
It is warming up here in the booth for sure.
Yeah, it is.
There's no doubt about that. Thank you, Ms. Tellez. All right, let's get back over here.
Don't you love when technology doesn't want to work?
Yes, it has a tendency to do that sometimes.
It does.
It's quite unfortunate now.
Yeah, we're working on our score bug, folks. We're getting the iPad back together. That old pesky Wi-Fi.
Don't you love it? Don't you absolutely love it? Can't get enough.
So, yeah, folks, we'll get you caught up. So how Arizona got to 14-0 in the second quarter. Christian Shetler caught a touchdown pass from Jaden Thorson to put them up 7-0 with the extra point in the third quarter. That was, Tyrone Douglas with a touchdown pass also from Jaden Thorson, put them up 14-0, and that's where we stand right now. Some turnovers, some costly turnovers for California in the second half. They've had some really good drives, but they've ended in turnovers, which has really shot themselves, and that's really got them in the position they are right now. No offense because they're turning the football over at an alarming rate. If they want to get back in the football game, they've got to find a way to clean that up and play cleaner football and just don't turn the football over.
No doubt about it, Ed. Trying to get this set up here for you folks.
Yeah, we're working on that score bug. So Jaden Thorson's, he's got his offense together.
Penalty on Arizona.
There's a penalty on Arizona. 2nd and 10 for Arizona.
2nd and 20 here now.
2nd and 20.
Thorson downfield. He's got a receiver caught at the 45-yard line. Still on his feet. Jacob DuBois all the way across the 45, and DuBois with another huge connection from Jaden Thorson. These two are really creating fireworks here this afternoon at Saguaro High School.
JP, third big connection between Thorson and DuBois over the course of this football game. These guys are working in perfect harmony. Number 2 and number 12 are.
We approach 3 minutes remaining here in our third quarter. Thorson up the pass. He's got a receiver. It's caught at the 20-yard line. Ryan Regimbali.
Number 6.
Oh my gosh, correction. That was number 6, Mason Whitaker, the Saguaro SaberCat. 6 foot, 175 pounds. And the clock is stopped with 2 minutes and 56 seconds remaining here in our third quarter.
Couple of quick strikes there from Thorson to his wide receivers, one to DuBois and also one to Mason Whitaker. As you know, he's pretty familiar with this field. He's played on it a time or two.
He absolutely has. 2 minutes and 56 seconds remaining here in our third quarter. We have a timeout on the field, so we'll take a brief commercial timeout and return for more third quarter action. You're watching the Offertunity Bowl right here on the Epic Sports Network. Stay with us. We welcome you back to Saguaro High School here in Scottsdale. First down and 10 now for Arizona from the California 19-yard line. Thorson in the shotgun. He tries to reverse. The ball's loose. It's scooped up by California, and they are off to the races. Number 15, Isaiah Lemus. And once Lemus got a hold of that football, it was a house call, scoop and score, and the California team with their first points of the afternoon in the waning moments of quarter number 3.
Wow, California needed that. Mason Whitaker, they tried to do a little trickeration on offense for Arizona. Mason Whitaker fumbles the football, and California gets it, and they take it straight down there. Boy, they needed that in the worst way, didn't they, JP?
Absolutely right. And that's how you strike back right here. Plenty of football left to be played.
Mm-hmm.
Two minutes and 42 seconds remaining here in our third quarter. As the point after touchdown unit has come onto the field here for California. And this will be Mr. Chin. Ryan Chin from Temple City High. Knocks it through. We got a 14-7 ball game with 2 minutes and 42 seconds remaining here in our third quarter. We'll step aside, take a brief commercial timeout, and return for more action from the 2025 Offertunity Bowl. Stay with us. You back to Saguaro High School here in Scottsdale. The 2025 Offertunity Bowl on the air here on the Epic Sports Network. Special shout out to all of our crew on hand here today. Giving back to the community, we certainly appreciate it. 2 receivers to each side now. Nathan Harris in the ball game. Harris will hand it off. Coming near side across the 30-yard line. Nice head of steam there for Ryan Regimbali.
Ball carrier number 8, Reggie Regimbali. Gain of 9. Tackle made by 0, Daniel Bonilla.
Daniel Bonilla on the stop that time for the California squad. A 9-yard gain brings up 2nd down and 1. Low snap. Harris gets it to Regimbali. And Regimbali is swallowed up there by the defensive line for California.
Yeah, we see number 404.
Regimbali on the
Woo!
JP.
404, Ed.
That is Tapu, the young man from St. Paul High. Him and a host of others getting there to stop the running back. 404, that is an interesting number in football. Never seen it before in my life.
I never have either, Ed.
That's a new one.
Never say never, right?
Never.
2x2 on
Not
the
in
outside
football,
now. No. 2x2 on the outside now for Nathan Harris. Ryan Regimbali flanked to his right. 3rd down and 4. Regimbali very near the line to gain. Is going to be upended short right at the 34-yard line. It'll be 4th down and a yard now.
Tackle made by number 11, Tion Billups.
Is this the first punt for Robert Perry today?
Tion Billups on the stop that time for California.
Robert Perry's back there in punt coverage.
And it looks like we have a timeout on the field. So we'll step aside and take that timeout with them. You are watching the 2025 Offertunity Bowl. Stay with us. More second half action coming your way from Scottsdale, Arizona. Robert Perry back deep to punt it away now for Arizona. 0-0. Nate Garcia back deep to receive now for California. That's going to take a Arizona bounce and trickle out of bounds right at the 18-yard line. So it'll be 1st down and 10 now for California.
By number 36.
With a minute 9 remaining here in our third quarter.
Well, things have gotten tight here, JP, out here in Scottsdale, hasn't
Yes,
it?
it has gotten tight for sure, Ed.
Yep. It's a big drive for California. Can they move the ball down the field, which will probably extend it to the fourth quarter. But this is a big drive for California if they want to tie this football game up. They can't turn the ball over again. They've got to move the football at a really good rate, a really good clip, be accurate with their throws and run the football. This is a big drive for them if they want to get back in this game, potentially tie the football game. They cannot turn it over again.
Minute 9 remaining here in the third. Pressure. Pacheco climbs the pocket. He's flushed out and knocked out of bounds. I should say nudged out of bounds there.
Okay.
By number 23, Michael Woods.
Gain of 4 on the play. Second down.
Ed's always got my back. That's one thing I know for sure.
Yeah, Michael.
A 4-yard gain, so he brings up second down
okay.
at 6 here.
Yeah, Woods not on our roster. We got the information from the SID here on site at Saguaro.
2-by-2 on the outside now. Pacheco hands it off straight ahead across the 25-yard line. That is number 12, Anthony Gonzalez from South Hills.
Ball carrier number 12, Anthony Gonzalez. Gain of 3 on the play.
Third down and 2 upcoming here now. 30 seconds remaining here in the third quarter.
Can Pacheco get them 3 yards or more to keep this drive alive? Let's see.
3-by-1 on the outside. He claps the hands. Play fake. Swing pass. The ball is dropped at the 20-yard line. Intended target.
Number 13. Let's see. That's Jonah Maningo. That's
Jonah Maningo from
Yeah.
Western Christian, home of the Lancers.
We had to check our number 13.
Yes,
folks.
we have a couple of those.
Yeah.
Pacheco's
4th down and short now for California.
Jonah Maningo.
8.6 remaining here in our third quarter. The Offertunity Bowl.
Some big offers could be on the board
Absolutely.
after this bowl game.
We know a lot of you are watching this. Hope you're enjoying the ball game. We definitely have a good one for you here from Saguaro High School in Scottsdale. Two receivers to each side now. Pacheco claps the hands with fervor. Trying to draw that defense offside.
Nehemiah Dixon trying to be disruptive. Look at him on that D-line.
Big 77 out there.
Yep.
I see you. Vista Grande Spartan
Coming after him.
down the field, caught short of the 40-yard line.
Pacheco's
And that was Braylon Leal on the reception from Colony High. And we got an injured player down the field now.
That's Pacheco.
And that looks to be Caleb Pacheco.
Injury.
Oh, he's holding his ankle.
So with the injury timeout, we'll take the timeout with him. 2 seconds remaining here in our third quarter. Stay with us. More Offertunity Bowl 2025 coming your way next right here on the Epic Sports Network.
conditions.
We welcome you back to the 2025 Offertunity Bowl live here on the Epic Sports Network. And thankfully, quarterback Caleb Pacheco able to make his way over to the Honor Health Sports Medicine tent. It's where the training staff will tend to him. And we're about ready to get things going here in quarter number 4. James Poovey coming to you live here alongside my broadcast partner, Mr. Ed Cole. Ed, a back-and-forth ball game, 14-7, tightly contested contest. It all comes down to 12 more minutes.
And a 4th and 12 for California to try to convert right here.
They're going to come out in punt formation here now. A low snap. The kick is away. And a great kick across the 45, fielded into open space. 22, Braden Long. And Long still on his feet out to the 20-yard line. Finally brought down by a host of California special teamers.
Punt by number 4.
Outstanding return by Braden Long from Centennial, the young man, the Coyotes, the state champion Coyotes, the Coyotes.
5'9", 170 pounds, and how about the job that Coach Richard Taylor did out there with Centennial? 3-7, heading to the playoffs. They win the state championship.
They go from 0-4 to 3-7 to 7-7 and state champions. What an outstanding job that Coach Taylor, his entire coaching staff, and those young men, those players did to rally and just get a state championship when it just looked like nothing was going right for the Coyotes.
Yes, it just shows you that all you got to do is it doesn't matter how you start, it's how you finish.
Yep. And outside of that Liberty game, every one of their losses were close. So
yes,
you would take a look at the record and you say, oh, they were 0-4, they were whatever it was. But just look a little bit deeper inside the numbers, folks.
3 by 1 on the outside now for Thorson. He drops back, goes to the air, he's hit. The ball falls incomplete. His intended target was Elijah Little.
Thorson's pass
Boy.
incomplete.
Jay got Malachi crunched by Tapu Tolowai, didn't he?
Tolowai came in there, number 404, and laid all 290 pounds right in the backfield. And I got to tell you, 6'4", 290 might be a little off there as well for Tolowai.
I know Uncle Roger liked that. He's watching from St. Paul, Minnesota. He liked to see 404 come after the quarterback.
Man, that is a large individual. Play fake, Thorson, swing pass, caught. Sam Bernard on the scamper out near the 10-yard line. And Sam Bernard from Fountain Hills, home of the Falcons, showing you how it's done right there.
Yes, sir. And then you immediately see Jalen Thorson already start looking at his coaching staff. All right, what's the next play? Let me start lining up. Let me get my guys ready to go again.
Thorson has so much poise in that pocket, and you got to shout out the outstanding stock block there from Jacob DuBois down the field as his fellow wide receiver was making a play.
You love to see wide receivers turn into extra blockers when
Yes.
they know that their guys got the football. I've got to turn up and I've got to start blocking for my guy so he can get extra yards. I love these guys just immediately flip the switch from wide receiver to another blocker.
This is the ultimate team game, Ed.
Yes, it is.
2nd down and 13 now upcoming here for the Arizona squad. 2 by 1 on the outside now for Thorson. Play fake, pressure from behind, swing pass, Bernard catches it, 20, inside the 15. Finally brought down by number 9.
Complete to number 3, Sam Bernard.
That's either Sebastian Martinez or Corey White on the stop there for California.
Cy McAdams.
Actually, Cy McAdams, I stand corrected.
Okay.
Sierra Vista Dons, 6'4", 175 pounds, and unfortunately, Sierra Vista did not put their stats in max preps.
I looked at that last night. They were not there, no.
2 by 2 on the outside now for Thorson. On 3rd down, Elijah Little gets the carry, plunges ahead. He might have 2 yards, maybe 3 on the carry.
Very good enough for an Arizona first down.
But it's good for an Arizona first down. And they will spot it at the 11, it looks like, so they can get the first down at the 1-yard line. Elijah Little, the lone setback. Thorson from the shotgun. 2 receivers to each side on 1st down and 10. Drops back, swings it out, falls incomplete. Trying to find Mason Whitaker, the 6', 175-pound wide receiver from Saguaro, Ed.
2nd down.
I think that's a catch that Whitaker should have made.
And how about the players that have come out of this high school right here, Ed?
Oh, goodness.
There is a wall of All-American stars as you come in to the stadium here at Saguaro High School.
Here's the thing, when you drive in here, can't you just feel greatness before you even get out of your car?
You actually can.
You just know something special has happened here at Saguaro.
And continues to
yes,
happen.
absolutely.
Thorson, slant route. The ball was batted at the line of scrimmage. I want to say that was 44. Nelly Alvarado got the big paws up there from Alta Loma High School, home of the Braves. Alvarado, 40 tackles on the season, 6 TFLs, and 6.5 sacks, Ed.
And that's what you have to do if you're Alvarado. You have to keep your hands active. You see a lane that the quarterback's trying to throw the football to, throw your paws up there and knock the football away.
No doubt. 10-16 remaining here in our fourth quarter. Thorson from the shotgun, 3rd down and 10. Checks the play call from the line of scrimmage. They go out of a wing right. Elijah Little gets the call, weaves through traffic out to the 10. He'll make it to the 9-yard line. That should bring up a 4th down and 7.
Elijah Little on the carry, gain of 3, brings up 4th down. On for the field goal.
See if Robert Perry's going to trot out here and kick a field goal, or is that Bo Hampton?
Robert Perry will hold for Bo Hampton. That's exactly right. So this will be a 26-yard field goal attempt here.
Bo Hampton from Brophy Prep, 6 foot, 188, number 41.
For the Brophy Bronco, Bo Hampton. The snap, the hold, the kick is up. It looks good, and it is good. Our score with 9 minutes and 33 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. Arizona 17 and California 7. We'll take a brief commercial timeout and return for more fourth quarter action. You're watching the 2025 Offertunity Bowl. Stay with us. More to come after the break. We welcome you back to the Offertunity Bowl. We're live here from Scottsdale, Arizona. Saguaro High School, host of the game this season. Full house backfield now. They snap it. Number 14 gets the call. That was Keanu Tavau from Northview High. And
ball carrier number 14.
Confusion there for the Arizona defense as they didn't know who was going to get the rock that time. Once again, same thing. This time it's Daniel Bonilla. And the California squad's going to move the chains. Ball now spotted at the 36-yard line.
First down in California.
First down and 10 now from their own 36 as we're under 9 minutes remaining here in the fourth. 17-7, Arizona leading California. Handoff, coming near side. That was Tion Billups. And Billups got rocked there on the end of the line of scrimmage. That was number 20, Fred Parsons.
Second down.
The Hamilton Husky coming up there and laying the stick there at the end of the line of scrimmage. Second down and 13, we'll call it here. Full house backfield. Early movement now as the California backfield was not set at the snap. So that'll be a false start.
Penalty was illegal procedure on California.
So that'll back them up a few yards.
They lost 5 on the play. Still second down.
Clock continues to wind now as we're under 8 minutes remaining here in our fourth quarter.
And JP, the ex-running back for California, his name is Mark Mitchell. That's who it is.
Okay.
Everybody, they got us in the chat. They're checking.
They got us.
They're helping us.
We appreciate you guys chiming in and keeping us honest here on the broadcast.
Yeah, thanks for correcting us with Aquarius and Tupu. Tapu. See, it says Tapu on our list. T-A-P-U.
It does. Handoff. Nowhere to go with the football. Taval on the carry that time for California, and he was met with a host of red there as he tried to make his way back to the line of scrimmage. So third down and Tonopah here for California as we have a timeout on the field. So we'll take that timeout with them. You are watching the Offertunity Bowl right here on the Epic Sports Network. 7:14 remaining in the fourth. Stay with us. We'll be back to Scottsdale, Arizona after the break. We welcome you back to Saguaro High School in Scottsdale. James Movie coming to you live here alongside our Epic Sports Network crew here on hand today in South Scottsdale. An absolutely gorgeous afternoon for football. We're happy to have a matinee game for once for you here, so we might be home before dark. If we play our cards right, if we can get down these stairs here at Saguaro High School.
Right.
Back to pass, going up top, Nate Garcia. Too tall for the intended target. And that looked to be Cy McAdams over there. That one might have got tipped there by the Arizona defensive backs.
I think it did.
So they will shuffle some players in and out now.
00 Nate Garcia, incomplete. Intended for number 9, Corey White.
Corey White was the intended target that time for California. For the Californians.
For Arizona, number 22.
It is fourth down now.
Braden Long.
Fourth down and 18 to be exact. Braden Long back deep to receive now for Centennial. And whistles and penalty flags here. Maybe a little bit of early movement there.
Jay Sean Wade was back there ready to kick it off. The young man from Duarte High was ready to kick the ball away. So Jay Sean's a linebacker slash tight end slash punter, evidently.
Man.
Wow, 6 foot 190. These kids can do it all, can't they?
They really can. They're exceptional.
Yes, they are.
At what they do. We got Miss Keisha checking in. Let's go, Zeke. You're going to do big things all the way from Texas. We love it.
Okay.
Let us know what part of Texas, Miss Keisha. I'm a native of Garland, Texas.
And my son lives in Plano, Texas. So
Plano, right up the street from Garland.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that one bounces off the shoulder pads, and it's fielded by California on the special teams unit. Man alive.
Wow.
Punt by number 4, Jay-Sean Wade.
How do you muff that punt?
Oh, that's a tough one right there.
That is tough.
Braden Long had trouble, went right off the shoulder pads.
Covered by number 9.
Oh, Braden.
And you have absolutely got to look that football in all the way until you secure it, Ed.
Yes. Well, California's got new life, JP. They've still got a lot of time left, 6:58 to go.
Oh, yeah. Tons of football left.
But you've got to drive the football. You've got to get into the end zone. You've got to get points here.
They got to get to work quickly here if they want to overcome that 10-point deficit. 6:58 remaining here in the fourth. Two receivers to each side now. Leal in at quarterback. He goes to the air. The ball's intercepted. Tui Tuipulotu on the INT, still on his feet. 40, 30, 20, 10, 5. House call, Arizona. Touchdown, Tui Tuipulotu. My goodness.
Intercepted and returned for a touchdown.
How about the athletes that Coach Travis Dixon has out there?
Yes, sir.
At Hamilton High School off a country club in Chandler.
Tui Tuipulotu picks off Braden Leal and takes it all the way back to the house. A little one-on-one action, 1 against 1. And wow, California again giving up another drive and stalls and a turnover. This one, of course, turns into a pick 6, unfortunately for them, and it puts them down 3 scores, down 16. Wow.
California is trying to Arizona's shut the door right now here on this Offertunity Bowl 2025 as we see Coach Sean Freeman down there just outside the 10-yard line down on the track, coach of Tempe High School. The PAT is up and good, courtesy of Bo Hampton. And the Arizona squad pulls ahead now 24-7 with 6:37 remaining here in the fourth. We'll step aside, take a brief commercial timeout, and return for more fourth quarter action. You're watching the 2025 Offertunity Bowl. Stay with us as we welcome you back to Saguaro after the break.
Folks, welcome back to Scottsdale. Tui Tuipulotu with a pick 6 for Arizona, puts them up 24-7, gives them that much more space. Big-time defense comes up for Arizona as they're up 17 with 6:37 left to go. James?
California got the ball back here now. They hand it off. Room to run across the 30-yard line. And that is number 12, Anthony Gonzalez from South Hills on the run there.
Ball carrier number 13.
And make sure and stay with us. We'll announce our player of the game here in about 6 minutes and 20 seconds or so.
Number 7, John Rose.
And right now, Ed, there's a few candidates I've got in mind. I hope you have a couple in mind as well.
Oh, yes, sir.
And we'll have to discuss that at the next commercial break.
I'm sure Sonia has a couple in mind, too.
I'm sure she does. She loves to have multiple players of the game, you know.
No multiple players of the game.
We tried to bring the whole offensive line up one time during the Thursday night football season, but she wasn't having any of that.
No.
12, Anthony Gonzalez.
Oh, goodness.
Lefty, we know, Lefty, how you feel, man. That Burrito Express commercial pays dividends every single time. They have 8 Valley locations now here.
Yeah, Lefty.
And I tell you what.
Brother.
Burrito Express is it.
Lefty, you got to hit Burrito Express, bruh. It will change your life.
It is a life changer, no doubt about it.
It really is.
3rd down and 3 upcoming here for California.
What do you usually get there, steak?
I usually go steak and, steak and potato.
Steak and potatoes, yeah.
And cheese. The snap. 14 through the traffic. Good for a 1st down. That is Toval once again on the call.
Actually, that's Mark Mitchell. That's the X.
Oh, correction. That is Mark Mitchell.
Yeah, I can see where that looks like a 14 from a distance.
That's an X. Okay, well,
yeah,
there you go.
That's an X.
So 2 things I've never called here, number X and number 404 and number 104.
I've never called
3 things.
Yeah, I never called 164, 404, or an X. I know an X receiver.
An X is usually a wide receiver.
Yeah,
That's what I was going to say, right.
I've never seen X on a jersey until today.
2 receivers to each side now.
Boy, this is a day, huh? Just when you thought you'd seen it all.
Trouble with the mesh. They get it out the right-hand side. Still on his feet down near midfield goes Anthony Gonzalez.
Number 12, Anthony Gonzalez. Gain of 8 on the play.
An 8-yard pickup. It'll bring up 2nd down and 2 now as the clock continues to wind. Under 5 minutes remaining here in the ball game.
2 yards to gain.
Mark Mitchell. Yeah, Lefty, that's part of the Cliff Notes. Jaden Thorson, yes. That's part of the Cliff Notes in this game. I was just about to give it down.
Now, we've already had a couple folks chiming in with their opinions on the player of the game.
It's a good idea, Sonia.
First down is brought
Folks,
to
who do
by
you
letter
think should be the
X.
MVP in the game?
Mark.
Yeah, chime in on YouTube there on the chat. Let us know. Of course, the Thorson family has already
They've already made their
injected their comments.
Yep, they've already said who they want. Betsy says she knows who she wants.
And we might have to agree on that.
Yeah. Betsy Thorsky says QB1 for Arizona. I wouldn't disagree.
The DJ is here today. We got a full crowd on hand here at Saguaro High School. A beautiful afternoon for football and penalty flags and a false start on the field.
Illegal procedure on California.
Says our AIA officiating crew, once again made up of a referee,
Still first
Tracy
down.
Hernandez. Our umpire is Ken Adams. Line judge Sam Radford. Field judge is Marcus Johnson. Head linesman Drew McDonald. Side judge Rich Davis. And our back judge today is Spencer Shockness.
Hector, I'm gonna check and see. I'm gonna see if I can get my binoculars to find number 7, Caleb Pacheco. Let me see if I can.
Good call, Ed.
He wants an update on Caleb.
Good call. Snap, run, across the 40. Still on his feet, Teon Billups. We saw a comment a little bit ago, it's Teon time. It looks like it's Teon time right now.
Teon.
Member of the Valley View Eagles. And Billups playing a little offense right now. He had 152 yards receiving along with 2 touchdowns on the season. Also plays defense, 24 tackles and 3 picks for Teon Billups during the 2024 regular season.
Hector, I'm still looking for Caleb to see if I can see him on the sideline. I don't know if he's still in the tent or if he's out already.
Bonilla on the carry, no gain. Tackle
Bonilla
made
got the
by
call that time.
number 99, the J Sox.
Correction, that is not 11, Teon Billups. That is Mark Mitchell in there at quarterback. And yes, Ed, that definitely looks like an 11 from way up here.
It does, doesn't it?
We are at about 9,500 feet altitude here,
Actually,
inside this press box.
Hector, I can see Caleb on the sidelines. He's standing up. He's got his helmet in his hand, so in his right hand. So looks like he's good.
2-by-1 on the outside. Mitchell's going to keep it himself. Cut inside at the 40. Brought down right about the 42-yard
This
line.
carry brought to you by the letter X.
Looks like an H, doesn't it, though?
It does.
For Mitchell,
It does.
looks like an 11, or it could be an H, but it is an X.
It is an X, so we'll go with that. Mark Mitchell, player of the game all day, says Micah Mitchell.
Naturally, I know he would agree.
Of course.
Micah would agree with that.
4th down, 2 yards.
Kendall and Pacheco, of course, she says Caleb.
A minute 40 and counting here in the 4th quarter. We're so glad to join us once again here for the Offertunity Bowl 2025. Some other events we got coming up for you right here on the Epic Sports Network. Next month, we will have the SAC Football Showcase coming your way. Actually, that might be in March, now that I think about it. March the 8th. And then in April, make sure you're tuned in here on the Epic Sports Network for the 2025 Arizona Sports Hall of Fame ceremony. We'll have that for you live from
This
Chateau
first down
Lux
brought to you by
in
the letter
Phoenix.
X, Mark Mitchell.
And I believe that is going to be on April the 14th, I want to say, but I'll have to check the notes on that. It's usually big 404 trotting off the field over there.
Let's see if we can get number 404. They say it is Aquarius Moore. That's what the chat said.
Yes.
Correct us if we're wrong, folks. We think that's Aquarius Moore. We do know that Mark Mitchell is the X. We got that right.
We got that right, yes. Mitchell gives it off. Anthony Gonzalez gets the call.
Ball carrier
Down to
number
30
12,
seconds to go here in the
Anthony
4th.
Gonzalez.
Time for probably one more play
On play.
to round out this 2025 Offertunity Bowl. The second edition of the game, first held last season or last spring, I should say, out of University of Arizona in Surprise.
JP, I think this is an outstanding event that, again, showcases these young men who, again, may not normally have gotten any love from any schools, but now that these coaches are here, or the ones that are watching online, now they get a full look at what could potentially be coming to their program.
Yeah, exactly, absolutely right. And don't forget, if you missed any of this game, it'll be available on demand for you in infamy, as a sack by John Rose from Mountain Point High School will end the 2025 Offertunity Bowl. The Arizona squad gets the win by the final score of 24-7 as we wrap things up here from Saguaro High School in Scottsdale. We'll take a quick commercial timeout, come back, announce our player of the game, and wrap things up here for the Offertunity Bowl 2025. Stay with us. We'll be right back after the break. We welcome you back to Saguaro High School here in Scottsdale. We've gone final. Arizona wins the 2025 Offertunity Bowl by the final score of 24-7. Ed, give them our player of the game. It comes from the Arizona squad.
It would be number 2, Jaden Thorson, QB1, the young man from Micah Mountain, the champion from Micah Mountain, 6 foot 185, threw 2 touchdown passes, ran the offense to absolute near perfection. He was great in that QB1 role. And the defense, what can you say about Arizona's defense, holding them to 7 points? But yeah, Jaden Thorson is our player of the game with the 2 touchdown passes and the outstanding play at that quarterback position.
You saw that one right there, a dart to Christian Shetler. And then Thorson was just money all day long. There you see him finding number 24, Tyrone Douglas from Mountain Point, down the near sideline earlier in the ball game. And Thorson just had his way with this California defense today.
And then the 3 big connections he made with Jacob DuBois. How big were those, JP? Just to keep drives alive in these long pass plays between him and number 12. Again, those guys coming together in a quick fashion as far as practices and getting together and knowing each other. But they were able to just burst open this California defense with their play.
Another long dime right there, dropped right in the bucket from Jaden Thorson to Jacob DuBois. And how about the connection between these two today?
Yes.
They were hooking up all day long.
They were.
Special shout out to Mr. Jim Camarillo for putting this fine event together once again this season. And it was our pleasure to bring it to you on behalf of our outstanding Epic Sports Network crew on hand here today at Saguaro High School in Scottsdale. Our final score, the Arizona team gets the victory, 24-7 over the California squad. Everybody have a great weekend. And for my broadcast partner and the remainder of our Epic Sports Network crew on hand here today, we bid you adieu. Final score once again from Scottsdale, Arizona. Arizona wins the 2025 Offertunity Bowl by the score of 24-7. Have a great rest of your weekend, and we will talk to you again very soon right here on the Epic Sports Network.